Hello, hello, and while wait for others to join. So while wait for others to join, welcome to this episode of our webinar for the year. This is our second webinar for the year, and we can see that the financial landscape is actually evolving, and none of you want to actually miss out of this transformative journey. We're here today to learn about DeFi, that's decentralized finance, and decentralized exchange. And in today's webinar, we want to see how DeFi eliminates middlemen and banks. We want to see how DeFi is offering financial services like lending and investing through secure blockchain technology. Now, we know that DeFi actually allows for peer-to-peer trading, especially enabling that type of process with smart contracts. The reason why it is enabled using smart contracts is to see that fairness and speed is actually established. And in today's webinar, I would go through every detail with you so that you understand the benefits and the challenges of decentralized finance. You also understand the safe and smart usage of DeFi and decentralized exchange. You will also understand the top and best DeFi projects that you can use, and then how you can also get started using DeFi. So let's see how many more people we have now, and then let's quickly start. So it is good for you to understand the difference between DeFi and decentralized exchange in the first place. So in my book, What of the Blockchain, chapter 5 of that book talks about decentralized exchange in high detail. Now, if you flip over to the chapter 5 of that particular book, you will see that decentralized finance actually revolves around the very essence, the very essence of the economy. Because finance, currency is the lifeblood of every economy, and because currency is the lifeblood of every economy, it is something that you can't. If you take away the finance of a man, the financial freedom of a man, it's like you have taken away everything. A lot of you might not have been able to do anything today if you did not have currency. So you can see how important currency is. What is extremely important. That's what currency is. And we can see that today, some people are whispering that a lot of this DeFi, that's decentralized finance protocol, right? They might even end up overtaking things like Bitcoin. They might end up overtaking things like Ethereum, which it is almost highly was impossible. So I'm going to be sharing my screen so that you can see um, a lot of what I'm going to be presenting to you today. So 1 minute. Mm, so entire screen. So yes, it's going to be a very informative class, one that has high level of interaction too, because we are going to get to a point where ideally you must also now start asking your own questions. And some of you might be wondering and say, okay, truly, how do we even understand this DeFi or something like this? Now let's imagine, for example, some of you have gone on dates at the mall. Maybe when you went on those dates at the mall, you decided that, okay, you want to play a game. Maybe if you are also there with a very beautiful lady. Now, in this case, there are malls that they would allow you to access their arcade service using your own cryptocurrency, your own traditional money, maybe your dollar, your naira, maybe your pounds. Now, there's also a possibility that this arcade system, they can also have their own token or their own crypto, their own way to be able to access that service. So imagine you exchange your cash for their token before you are now able to access that service. So what they've done is that they've been able to create their own financial system that's void of whatever banking or traditional banking structure that you came from. So in that space, that is their own ecosystem, and they can decide what to do in that ecosystem. Some of the things that you must understand is that with decentralized finance, before now, traditional finance used to, you can spend money there, you can save money there, you can also borrow money to people, borrow money from the bank, and you can also invest in traditional banks or using traditional financial method. In decentralized finance today, we can see that all that is possible. And how is all that possible? We have seen protocols like compound finance, we have seen protocols like Aave, we've seen protocols like Kava. You can actually invest into these different protocols. You can save money there. You can also be able to borrow some money from their service using your cryptocurrency as collateral. So when you use your cryptocurrency as collateral, you can actually access these different services that you would have been able to get from a traditional institution. So in today's webinar, we are going to be learning a few things. Number one, I want to discover the benefits and challenges of DeFi and what? And decentralized exchange. Now, why DeFi? Somebody might ask. Why DeFi? One of the major reasons why DeFi is because of the fact that the banks are not innovative enough and it's not also efficient enough. Now, over the years, we've seen an innovation in the banking industry, especially the traditional banking industry. We've seen an innovation in the front end side of the banking industry. However, the back end side of the banking industry has not actually developed. And the banks, they open their branches in regions that are maybe urban regions. They hardly go to rural regions to open their branches at first, right? Until maybe they have been able to ascertain from their feasibility studies that it is profitable for them to actually open a bank in that particular rural region. And opening that bank in that rural region, we see that they make some money. They will never go and open a bank in a rural region except they have certified that they will make money. So why would they do that? Because ideally the bank is meant for run to make profit. So they will not just go and open banks or give access to financial service to rural people because they just want to do that. No. So with DeFi, that has become a thing of the past. That has become something that the internet, anyone with a smartphone across anywhere in the world and has access to a Web3 wallet can become part of a very big, large financial system where he can accept value, he can send value, and he can receive value. So because of this why DeFi that I'm answering, banks, right, they must continue to operate only in places where they can make money. And that's the reason why DeFi gives an edge. So with DeFi, you can just create a wallet anywhere you are. Right now, if you wanted to create a wallet or a DeFi wallet, as you can see on my screen now, all we'll just do is come here and you download the MetaMask. And as soon as you download this MetaMask wallet, I can send value to you, whether you're in Pakistan, whether you're in Russia, whether you're in Ukraine, whether you're in US, whether you're in UK, whether you are in India. And you will receive that value to be able to do farming. You'll be able to use it to go for healthcare processes. You'll be able to use it to go for maybe build a very big infrastructure wherever you are as well. And you'll be able to use this particular money that I sent to you using the MetaMask wallet to do that. Just like I would have sent to you through your Citibank, through your West Fargo Bank, through your GTB Bank, through your Fidelity Bank, as of those of you, through your UBA Bank, and you will still be able to get what value for that. Now, another thing that might happen is that when somebody sends you money, maybe you might want to exchange that money that you got from a traditional finance system to maybe another currency. Maybe you now need to send that money to somewhere else. You might need the services of the bank to be able to exchange from one currency to another. And that's where the term decentralized exchange comes as well. So, in the bank, it is still that same central financial system that would exchange that money for you. But in this other side, where we have cryptocurrencies, blockchain, smart contract, and all that, it is not the same central system that would exchange that for you. Anybody across a peer-to-peer network can exchange the currency from one form to another for you. So why DeFi actually is the modern name is it's like the whole ecosystem. Decentralized exchange is a product of DeFi. It is something that is needed to be able to facilitate the whole ecosystem of decentralized finance. A lot of us might even be wondering and saying that, okay, what's up? Why are you calling it decentralized finance like that? We don't know what decentralized finance is. Tell us what you mean by decentralized finance. They say if you want to teach your family and friends anything about anything about cryptocurrency, don't say anything like decentralized finance. The reason why you shouldn't say anything like decentralized finance is because they might lose interest. Now, it's because they might lose interest. Now, how is it that you tell them the same thing of decentralized finance and they don't lose interest? So what is decentralized? Basically, it is just for something not to be controlled by more than one person. Now, imagine the Central Bank of Nigeria is being controlled by one authority. So the central bank can decide today that they want to change policies. They can decide that they want to do something, and only one person will make all that decision. And that's the problem of centralized exchange or a centralized body. Now, with decentralized bodies, right, one person cannot make all of those decisions, and it makes a single point of failure not to occur. So decentralization is just you understanding that it's not owned by one single entity. It is not owned by one single entity. What it is that a lot of people around the globe actually what owns that particular um, asset class that we're talking about. So that would be the quick difference on what we have with the on the explanation for what decentralization is. So now, quickly, as we move around this our journey, we want to understand the types of exchanges that we truly had before. So we had the centralized exchange, and the problem with centralized exchanges were so much, and because the problem with centralized exchanges were so much, so in 2018, there was an exchange called Cryptopia. That exchange called Cryptopia actually crashed with a lot of people's money there. Now, in 2022, there was one that happened, FTX. It crashed with so much money, a lot of people's money there. Now, decentralized exchanges are way much more safer than centralized exchange, because sometimes if it crashes, or if something happens, or if there's a failure, all money does not just go for vanishing at once. But the thing is, if you are using a centralized exchange, once they close that centralized exchange, all your money can go at once for vanishing. So how is decentralized finance and decentralized exchange changing the finance industry, and what are the opportunities and challenges that they offer? So they are changing the finance industry in a number of ways. Number one, the opportunities that they offer. They increase access to financial services. How do I mean? DeFi and DEX offer financial services to anyone with an internet connection and a crypto wallet. And this specific benefit, right, is for people that are in underserved communities. DeFi and decentralized exchange offer lower fees. If you wanted to send money in a bank before to somebody abroad, maybe you will pay a lot of money for transaction fee. Maybe you want to send $100,000, you pay 10% of that on Western money or on Rare or something. But with decentralized exchange, you just need to swap it for a very low fee, or you just need to send it with a very low fee. So you also don't have the problem where you have maybe human agenda or human error trying to add some extra money to the fees. No, that's not a situation here. Because what happens is that in most decentralized exchange, you have something called an AMMA. That's an automatic market maker. AMM rather, an automatic market maker. Now, what the automatic market maker does is that it uses smart contracts that operates this particular decentralized exchange. So a decentralized exchange is a place that allows for currency swap. But instead of a traditional bank, that it's operating on the principles of a smart contract. So that instead of a traditional bank, instead of workers in a normal traditional bank, it will be the smart contract that will be the workers, the pre-programmed workers of the what? Of the DeFi ecosystem. So that smart contract or that automatic market maker ensures that the prices are for a transaction is fetched or searched across all the different markets. It instantly goes to, just like an artificial intelligence will do. It goes into work, find the best market rate, and help you to be able to what? Swap it very, very well. And when you look at it, you want to be able to use decentralized exchanges that have this type of automatic market maker. Because, for example, if you want to book a flight now, for those of you in Nigeria that have used Waka now, if you want to find a very cheap flight, do you go and start checking Arik, Aero, Dana, just name all of them, all of the airlines we have here in Nigeria, or you want to start checking Emirates? Just think of it. Or you just go to a website that aggregates the best flight that is available for a particular time and has the best price of that. Same thing when you want to even book a hotel. You want to find the best hotel. You use a particular marketplace or a particular exchange platform that you can give your money or your data to, and they will give you value in terms of finding you the best for that hotel too. So that's what a decentralized exchange that has an automatic market maker attached to it do. So some of the examples of decentralized exchanges that have automatic market maker are Paraswap and 1inch. 1inch has an automatic market maker, and we have also seen that Paraswap also have an automatic market maker. Now, we've also quickly come to understand from here that there are high levels of so let me quickly add this now. Let's see. So I'm about to share my screen now. Let me share my screen so that you follow through very well because of the things that we'll be going into now. So hide. So yes. So Paraswap is one of the decentralized exchange that has automatic market maker. So I was talking about some of the opportunities and some of the challenges that we have, especially using decentralized exchange. So some of the opportunities, as you can see here, involves around more innovation too. So when we say more innovation, how do I mean? We see that DeFi and DEX, that decentralized exchange, are still in their early stages of their development. So with the banking system, you might have a system where over time they don't innovate on their process. But I can tell you in the last 3 years that DeFi has been in one of the hottest topics in the blockchain ecosystem. We have seen so much innovation coming. We've seen NFTs on DeFi protocol. We've seen people able to buy. We've seen stable coins attachment to DeFi tokens. There is so much high level of innovation, and the reason for this high level of innovation is coming from the fact that um, this the smart contract code that is used to program these DeFi protocols, that is used to build these DeFi protocols, they are open source. And because they are open source, you can see that people, wherever they are, they can be able to build on these different. Wherever the first developer stopped his innovation, someone else can say, "Oh, I think so and so thing can be an added feature on it." Like I was using a particular platform recently. I think the banks, the banks or something like that, the bank's portfolio tracker. And in the bank's portfolio tracker, just when I was there, I basically just saw that in their community or in their ecosystem, they were giving so much suggestions. Hi, this is what you can do to be able to see that, okay, you make more money from here. This is what you can do to be able to see that this platform gets better. Suggestions, just the same way you have feedback in on the blockchain. You don't even need those feedback. Whatever somebody sees that is not right, the person can just do what? The person can just help you to quickly check on it. So let's quickly see what we have as some of the challenges. Challenges available with DeFi and decentralized exchange. Number one, complexity. So they can be complex and difficult to use. How do I mean they can be complex and difficult to use? For example, let's use one favorite, GMX exchange. GMX exchange is an example of a decentralized exchange, right? And this decentralized exchange, you can see the DeFi itself, that's the decentralized finance instrument of this particular exchange, is trading at $32. So they have their own currency that controls the ecosystem. And this currency that controls the ecosystem, sometimes you can stake it. So DeFi allows you to stake using decentralized exchanges. So you can use your decentralized exchange to go into things like yield farming, things like staking, add money to liquidity pools. So some people might be wondering what is yield farming, what is staking, and what the hell do I mean by liquidity pool? So yield farming basically is you fixing your money, more like fixed deposit, right? So let's say you fix in BTC here or Ethereum here, you'll be able to earn some amount of money at the end of the year as annual return. One of the major attraction that DeFi has done is that it did something very nice. It attracted a lot of people to its ecosystem using the promise of high return on investment per annum. In the traditional banks, maybe you can get 9, 10, 11% per annum. But on a lot of DeFi protocols, we can see that they get up to 15, 20%, some of them even 30%. So you must be very careful to engage with DeFi protocols that you know that their return on investment that they are promising is also very realistic. One of the major things that should also see that you engage with some of these DeFi protocols is the fact that these DeFi protocols you are engaging with what's their use case? What's the team behind it? Do they have a good team behind it? Do they have a long-term outlook for the technology? Have you also looked at the white paper? What do they promise? Because there have been so much rug pull happening in the DeFi ecosystem. Last 2 weeks, we did a webinar on crypto rug pulls where my friend Franklin Peters broke down all of these concepts. So you can go watch the video of that particular webinar. Now, there are so much rug pulls. The one that happened in the Terra Luna ecosystem. What happened? We woke up one day and just saw the price of Terra Luna crash with so much like it crashed from, let's say it was like $100, it crashed to like $32 first. Now crashed again overnight to like maybe $16. So you can see the developers, they took away the liquidity from that particular project, and the project came down with so much red candles, and a lot of funds were lost. A lot of funds were what? you're lost. So it is very important for you to engage with DeFi protocols that have high level of s- security and use case and their white paper, and maybe the smart contract has also been audited. We want to understand that the thing is, as we can see here, overall, DeFi and decentralized exchanges, they have the potential to truly revolutionize the finance industry. But it is very important to be aware of these challenges, which I was made mention of earlier. So another challenge that is there is that sometimes you can interact with a DeFi protocol using maybe your wallet, maybe your MetaMask wallet. And maybe if you use your MetaMask wallet to interact with that particular protocol, maybe you might just get hacked. Do you get? You might just get hacked. So you must be very careful. To You can decide that you can have more than one wallet, or maybe you can have account one, account two. So use account one to interact with strange DeFi protocols that you do not know about. Use account two for maybe your what, your normal day-to-day DeFi, DeFi interactions on the internet. So any DeFi protocol that is new, use a different account for it. Any DeFi protocol that is bad, use what, some other account for it. So just like as you can see, to be able to claim some things, even on airdrops and all that, we you need to be able to find a very special account that you can do it, you can use for it. So some specific examples of how DeFi and DEX are changing the finance industry: borrowing and lending. Some of you, before you borrow money in your bank, they will tell you to bring KYC, go and bring collateral, bring guarantor, bring so many things, CFO and all that. But with DeFi protocols, all you just need to do is to be able to express your interest and have something in exchange for that particular money that you want. And protocols like Kava is one of the cryptocurrencies, KAVA. Kava, I think MakerDAO was also doing that at the time. I think even Osmosis, OSMO, Osmo Crypto, Osmo Token. I think they were also doing that at a particular point in time. Kava Crypto, Kava Token. So you can just go to this particular protocol for the sake of time, so I can cover through Kava Token. So if you go to the website, you'll be able to see, okay, leading the world to Web3. See Kava token at 0.69 as of today. It has done about 7% in terms of price increase today already. Osmos, yes, Osmos, you can also do a lot of these these DeFi processes here. So this is their main website. I think osmosis.zone. You can lend money there, you can stake money there. So staking is yield farming is better than staking, because with yield farming, the reward is higher, number one. Number two, some of the tokens that also get distributed, right, as well as transaction fees get to you. So it's better to go to use platforms that actually have yield farming. But you can also go into staking in these different platforms. And as you go into staking in these different platforms, ensure that you are not taking more than what you cannot afford to lose, because while we build this eco space and some of these protocols, smart contracts are being deployed, and we hope for it to also rise, we want to also be very careful of some of the aspect of this technology that you want to launch into. Insurance, yes. Ideally, it that means through DeFi now, the insurance industry is having much more usage. How do I mean? Same way there is now insurance for betting, there's insurance for traditional finance. In decentralized finance, right? If you want to purchase a particular token or mitigate against something, you can actually buy an insurance. I think they have that on is it Zig, Zig, Zigzag, Zigzag Exchange. Let me see. It's a Z, yes, ZK protocol. Yes. This is it. So they have insurance system on this particular decentralized exchange. So decentralized exchanges are just product of the broad decentralized finance ecosystem. So here, I think when you are buying from here, you will see how to quickly add some insurance. I think they have a way you add insurance to this. So you can see that the insurance industry is even so it's no longer just insurance on the traditional finance side. If you're an insurance expert, you can now start applying to some of these decentralized protocol to be able to start having asset management with them as well. So a good question that I want to answer today is the best practices and tips for using decentralized finance and decentralized exchange securely and efficiently. Now, for you to use it securely and efficiently, one thing you must do is you must always do your research. Mm-hmm. It's a must. I told you earlier that you must use secure wallets. You can differentiate your wallets, right? So that one is for your main fund, the other one is for interacting with DeFi protocols. And you must you must use small amounts sometimes first because there are things like honey potting, which are cyber security risk or interacting with DeFi. So things like honey potting, we see that if you buy a cryptocurrency, you cannot even sell it off anymore. The smart contract that allows you to buy that cryptocurrency from a decentralized exchange would only allow you to buy. It will not allow you to sell. So imagine you go and buy with $10,000. That $10,000 has gone for vanishing. So sometimes if you are engaging with DeFi or decentralized exchange tokens, what you can do is that you can decide that okay, let me buy with a small amount first, maybe $50, maybe $10. Can I sell this back? So if you can confirm that when you buy with a small amount, you can sell it back, then and only then you launch more funds and bigger funds into it. So you must also use a strong password, especially for your wallet. So as you're opening your wallet will require password per time. Use a strong password so that it is not just easily hacked from the internet. So beware of your phishing emails and keep your software up to date. You must ensure that you invest only in projects that you believe in. And please be patient. Don't rush into any investment. For me, how do I really do some of these investments with DeFi? So I can go to a particular DeFi platform now. Let's explore Kyber swap. I think Kyber swap, and let's also explore Spooky swap. There's also another one called Paraswap because on this webinar today you are going to learn how to actually connect some of your wallets and use some of these protocol. Pancake Swap is one of the most PAN. So you can see a very good one would be using Pancake Swap actually. So this is like the whole ecosystem, right? So normally in finance, you might go to the bank, you will see maybe today's rate of dollar somewhere, maybe today's rate of pound somewhere. So you see some statistics, you will see some things. But so now imagine this is a bank. You are meant to save in maybe in their landed investment scheme or something, or maybe their 20% flex or something after saving. So now you can come to earn as this your bank and say, okay, I want to, if instead of saving it in that my bank, let me convert it to something like this pools, let me convert it to something like this farm, let me convert it to something, and then you engage with this earning part as that part of your bank. So this is a um, DeFi protocol ecosystem. So this is the whole ecosystem. You can see the exchange is just this tiny one here, this swap. That's the DEX. You get now. So another thing that you must understand too is you can see one of the reasons why we're using this is because this with the rise of artificial intelligence, this DeFi ecosystem has artificial intelligence associated with it. Another thing too that you want to do is you want to use decentralized exchanges that have automatic market makers, just like I made mention of earlier. And 1 inch exchange, um, 1 inch Paraswap, 1 inch Paraswap, they all have automatic what market makers. So let's go here. Let's quickly see so that we can connect and be able to get something done on that path. So let's say you now you come and hit say this is a top trending DeFi and DEX project that is trending, and they say okay, you need to buy this DeFi and DEX project. So how do you actually use this DeFi and DEX ecosystem now? So imagine this is one of the DeFi protocols that are using. Let's say we're using PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is the DeFi ecosystem of Binance Smart Chain. Binance is one of the biggest exchanges in the world, and you can see currently today, Pancake token, which is the currency that is allowed on the ecosystem, is trading at $1.16. And because it's trading at $1.16, we can quickly just say centralized exchange wallet. And you see, I recommended MetaMask for you. You can also install Trust Wallets. You can install Brave Wallets. These ones. They all have their own decentralized wallet systems, right? So now it's connected. So since it's connected, I need to switch into the chain or the network of this particular DeFi ecosystem. And the network of this DeFi ecosystem is Binance Smart Chain. So let's say um, in our community today, so let's say you are part of the Vorem, let's say you are in the Vorem signal room, and they say, okay, on WhatsApp now, maybe they give you a token and say buy this token, buy so and so token. Now, if you are to buy that token, what you then do is you connect your wallet that you have installed, which is your decentralized exchange wallet. Now it would have connected. You can see I'm trying to switch that as well to the network of the Pancake Swap, which is the Binance Smart Chain network, and it should have switched by now. I don't know why this one came up. Okay. So let's see. Speed. Why is it switching so slow? Yours is not switch like I don't. Yours is not supposed to switch like this. So it's supposed to be faster than this. So let's try it again. I don't know why that's. Okay, maybe we should try another protocol. Okay. Let me see. Connect wallet here. So if you click on connect wallet here on Kyber Swap to show, you say you accept, say MetaMask wallet, initializing with MetaMask. Okay. Now, so sometimes you just have to be patient as you're trying to move between the chains. So I still need to change this. I still need to move. It's on the Arbitrum network now, so we need to change this from the Arbitrum network. We need to change this from the Arbitrum network. Let's see if this has switched now. What? Still loading. Suddenly, like it just decided that it wants to be slow. So while it's being slow, let's do something else. So guys, ideally, once you are able to connect your wallet like that, what happens is that you are actually now in a position where you will be able to interact with that exchange. It's just unfortunate that this is not responding as fast as we wanted to. Would have done one or two live swaps, because that's actually what I really wanted us to do. I wanted us to do some live swaps here today and see that, okay, okay, I think this is working better now. Okay, so switch to BNB chain. Let's see. Switch to BNB chain, yeah. So once we switch to BNB chain, the live swap will do it on this session. So you can see towards the extreme left hand side where you can see this my mouse hovering around now. We would have just gone and say swap this for that. And the same way you would have gone to sell, buy and sell. So in a centralized exchange, what you would have done is you click the buy button, you click the sell button to be able to move in between these different currencies. But yeah, all you just need to do is that you just click on what? You just click on swap. Another thing too is that you want to use a decentralized exchange that allows for high level of interoperability. And when I say interoperability, what do I mean? High level of cross-chain function. Now, in cryptocurrency, you can see these different networks here. Let's imagine your money is in Ethereum blockchain, and you need to move the money from Ethereum blockchain to Arbitrum blockchain, or to Luna blockchain, or maybe to Phantom blockchain. How would you do that if it does not allow for you to have cross-chain movement of funds? So some decentralized exchange does not allow for you to have cross-chain movement of funds. However, this particular decentralized exchange, you can see that it allows you to have cross-chain movement of funds. So this is also something that you must take into consideration when choosing the decentralized exchange that you want to interact with. If you are choosing the decentralized exchange that you want to interact with, ensure that you are taking this into consideration. We are driving to the future of a blockchain decentralized finance that is interoperable. The future of social media has been broken prior to now that blockchain technology is pointing out a couple of things. How do I mean? Now, in this webinar, there are some people that are on LinkedIn, there are some people that are on YouTube, there are some people that are on Facebook. Now, there's a high possibility that, in fact, it's not there's a high possibility, we have audience on these three different platforms. But these three different platforms, the audience from these three different platforms cannot just come and join at once. Like, we cannot bring the audience from Facebook, bring the audience from YouTube, bring the audience from LinkedIn, and aggregate them into one place. They have to be watching from separate different channels, or we cannot have that as a single whole audience. Why can't we, or why shouldn't we? Did we not actually put in effort to gain the audience on LinkedIn, to gain the audience on YouTube, to gain the audience as well on Facebook? We did. But because social media is not interoperable, it does not allow you to transfer your followers that are in Facebook to come and join you in Twitter, so that instead of 2,000 followers, it now becomes 8,000 followers. Say you're having 6,000 followers there before. Do you get? It does not allow for that. So the difference now is that blockchain is actually interoperable. So you can switch. You should find, because blockchain is interoperable, you should actually find the decentralized exchange that has the ability to handle interoperable transactions and functions, so that you will be able to maximize it. So let's say if you wanted to swap using that, you can see all you just need to do is click on that. It will show you, okay, want to swap that for let's say want to swap that for what now? Let's say if you want to swap that for BUSD, that would be about $9 worth of BUSD. What if we don't want to swap it for BUSD, we want to swap it for one other coin? Which coin should we swap it for? So, guys, I think we should try AXS, Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is a Web3 project that took the ecosystem by surprise at a time, and it's saying that I can buy that amount of Axie Infinity. It's trying to calculate. So this is what the AMMA does. It is the automatic market maker. So you can see you can change your slippage here. There's something called slippage here. Slippage is the price at which the asset was displayed and the price at which it is now finally sold at. The difference in the price at which, so it is telling me that I will get 1.9. There's a high possibility that when I'm done with this swap, maybe I will get 1.8. So the slippage is the price at which that exchange actually occurred in the market that gave me the final reward value. So you can decide to increase your slippage from 0.5% to 10%. But the higher you increase your slippage, the higher the fee that you'll be using for transaction, and the higher you would also be the price spread difference will be rather. And you can see this is a way to really use your decentralized exchange, and this swap is happening right now. You can see the confirmation of this swap happening right now. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. And this is how you use your decentralized exchange. So we are fortunate that we're able to use Kyber Swap for this. You can use any of the other different decentralized exchange that we made mention of earlier. And do not limit yourself to just the things that we have learned here in this webinar. Don't limit yourself at all to just those things. Ensure you go forward from here to be able to see that you yourself you practice it. Buy some. First step one, you download a wallet. Step two, you buy some cryptocurrencies. If you want to buy some cryptocurrencies, reach out to me. Vorem Exchange. We have cryptocurrencies from Bitcoin to Ethereum to USDT, just name them. Whatever you need, we'll be able to give you those cryptocurrencies. For to BNB that we're swapping out, we'll be able to give you the BNB. Now, when you are done buying the cryptocurrencies and it's in your wallet, you need to be able to join a community of people that are focused on just this, that are focused on this. And a community of people that are focused on this is the Vorem community. Now, that's where the Vorem signal room comes into play. To be able to see that which assets would you buy that will be profitable on the decentralized exchange. The assets you want to buy that will be profitable on the decentralized exchange, we would have called it using some of our artificial intelligence tools, and some I would have also called it in our signal room. We would have called it using some of our artificial intelligence tools and in our signal room as well. So while we wait for this to complete, let's run to the conclusive part of our webinar today, and then we'll come back to check up on that. So these are some of the top and trending DeFi and DEX projects that you should know about, and this is how you can actually get started with them. So for DeFi, we have Aave, we have Uniswap. So Uniswap, I remember the time when this DeFi protocol was launched, I got some really cool amount of money from their airdrop because I used their protocol just like we are doing this swap now. For just swapping, they gave me, I think, about $2,400, which I converted at a point in time during the pandemic, and that was my own palliative. So it was so sweet because that day I was in a Nigerian state called Anambra at that day. So I had a blockchain event there. Me, my team, as we were going for the event, I saw that palliative, and that also helped us to be able to foot some of our costs and our bills. So these are the top trending DeFi protocols that are available. I made mention of 1inch as well. These are some of the decentralized exchanges, and you see Pancake Swap here, Sushi Swap here. You can also see 1inch, right? And the one we also just used, which is Kyber Swap. So if you want to get started, these are the steps that you need to get started. You create a cryptocurrency wallet, just like I said, purchase some cryptocurrency from Vorem Exchange, connect your wallet just like we connected that one, and start using the DeFi platform or the decentralized exchange platform. Remember again that you want to start with a small amount of cryptocurrency, as this will help you to minimize your loss if something goes wrong. A profitable and repeatable DeFi platform, a reputable one so that you can avoid rug pulls. Some of them they list tokens that have not done high level of KYC and high level of verification. And you don't want your money to be what some of these young starters are using to test their hand in the market. No, 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 no. Your money should not be that. Should not be that. So on this note, we've been able to cover majority of what we set out to do on today's webinar. And let's go to the comment section. For those of you that have questions, you can drop them now in the comment section so that we take some of these comments. So we take some of these comments. So let's stop sharing. For those of you that have questions, um, your questions, that will take some of those comments, some of those questions. It's good comment. Good comments. Oh, thank you, Gloria. When I see you, thank you, Benjamin. I see you. Thank you, Gladys. I see you. Prolific. Whoa. Thank you, Prolific. Thank you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Aruna. Okay, I see you too. I see you. I see you. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right. Thank you guys for joining, taking out time to be on this webinar today. I believe that you've been able to, in this webinar, understand our major concepts of what is DeFi, what is decentralized exchange, the top decentralized exchanges to use, and how to be able to, and how to also get started with them. So on this note, my very good friends, until next time, uh, until next time, see you.